Hello and welcome to the program. Okay, boy, stocks really took off this week. Extremely bullish, and what we finished up Friday with the Dow up 2.12%, S&P 1.45%, the Nasdaq 1.07%. Crude oil WTI up 2.68% today, finishing at 71.98 per barrel. The 10-year yield is 3.70, which is went up, and the relative strength of the dollar went back up to 104. It did touch 103.50 yesterday, so that's interesting. Okay, we'll just take a look at the charts. Before we get into that, I want to ask you for your support. Please subscribe to the channel and click the like button. We have a goal of 100 subscribers, so if you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for that. So here we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. This is the daily chart. Every candle represents a day. And see, this would be year to date what we see on the screen here. So this was our uptrend. It surpassed that, and I mean it's more like this now. And that was picked up off the bottom down here from October of 22. So yeah, I mean that was the trend line, but we're going to readjust that so it touches more candles, and we're going to say this is the new uptrend line here. So we got touching candles here, this batch, some of these here. So that's going to be our new uptrend. Now it did shoot right past these levels here of resistance 416. Went right by it. Its next target is going to be 430. And in fact, let's take this to a weekly chart where every candle is a week. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Bigger picture here. So here we go. Its next target is going to be right here at 429, and it's very close to its close today at 427.92. So, and its next target, let's zoom out a little further. Well, it's going to be it's going to be about 431, so it's right in that 430 range. But then after that, we're going to have to be up to here, to 453. I mean, there could be something in the middle here, possibly around 440. But ultimately, it's going to want to go to 453, as you can see. And it's really stepped out of this range here nicely. So I see it hitting 430 real soon. And any patterns we've seen here, well, we have definitely tested support here at 381. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That looks like a nice support line. So if it were to pull back, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 50% retracement to maybe 400. And then, but right now, there's no pullbacks. I say its new support is really going to be 410 for the next leg up to 450. In fact, I'm going to put a little trend line there for that. I'm going to say this is going to be a support line right here, 410. In fact, let me get rid of the ones here that don't have any prices on it. So it reached this level. Well, it reached its next level. It's going to be right here, 431. I mean, we did have a level 427, but it broke through that. So that's what I see here. So 431 is the next target. Very, very close to it. And let's go back to the let's take a look at this in a 4-hour chart. there you have it. It's following this uptrend here. Broke past 416 as resistance. Nice big rally today from 424 to 427. Shoot for 431. Let's go back to the daily chart and take a look at the triple Qs. And it is definitely bullish. It's breaking a faster uptrend than this uptrend here that we have drawn out. It's taking on new life of itself here. It's just taking off. But let's zoom out and take a bigger look at the picture here. Let's look at this in a weekly chart and back it out here a little bit. So, okay, its next target's going to be 360. It's off and running. If you notice here for the week, last week of May, we have this big bottom tail here. It shows a lot of strength. Sellers tried to push it dip back. Buyers came in, pushed it up, closed higher. So we continued with higher lows, higher highs, and it's just marching. Now, I definitely could see a pullback and new support range being here 333. I don't see enough support here to classify 342 as support. Definitely, I see 333. It could pull back to 333, or maybe even down to 340, and then for the next legs up to 360, 370. But right now, it doesn't give many pullbacks. So it's going to be interesting to see. And look at that in a 4-hour chart. Let's back it out here. Any trends developing here? No, it's pretty. A little bit of a sell-off here. But, people have to take their profits as we just shoot it up higher and higher. I hope you all had a good week trading this week in green. I can't complain. I definitely, sell in May and go away definitely didn't play out this last month, so it's interesting. Let's take a look at let's see, NVIDIA. Let's find out on the chart here. Actually, that was a down day today, 1%. But look at here, the daily chart. Look at the gap up. So it broke the trends. It's not really much going here. I believe this gap's going to have to get filled. That's just my opinion. Oil had a pretty big day today. Let's see, MRO, Marathon Oil, 3.5% rise. So there's Marathon Oil. It definitely lost a lot of steam, but it's coming back. JP Morgan up 2% today. Pretty nice. Here's the year-to-date chart. They're almost back to where they were before the bank. Well, they are back where before they were with the bank crisis. So they recovered nicely. And since we're talking about banks, let's check out Bank of America. Zoom in, take a look for the year here. No, they're still weak. They're hurting. They're in this low range. They're in a range between like 27, 29, between 27 and $29. Other than that, Tesla has really been kicking it pretty good. Look at that nice uptrend up to 213. It's pretty impressive. 3.5% or 3.11% increase today. So again, here's that downtrend line we have drawn. You zoom out. It's breaking out of that downtrend, and it looks like 165.13 could be its new new support. But lately, it's just been going up and up, and we had a little bit of a support area right around here. In fact, I'm gonna draw a line on that. So you consolidate a little bit here. There's consolidation here and here. So I'm going to say this could be a new support range of 180. We'll have to see what happens. Did fill this gap, okay, between 178 and 168. It filled it right here, and there's no other gaps here. And let's zoom out to the weekly chart and take a look, see where it wants to go. There's definitely some resistance here. We're going to draw a line on that. This is line area of resistance here. This goes back March of 21 where my pointer is. And past that we got this here. Touches here, touches here. So we're going to go ahead and put a 221 is going to be a good point of resistance. I know we have this here of 217, which it looked like it actually met today. 217 probably. Let's take this. Oh no, for the week. So, but it needs to get to 221. So I believe where it wants to go. It wants to go to 220, 221. All right, other than that, OXY, Oxy Oil. I hate to jump around like that, but this is a weekly chart. So they have a small up week. I'll leave it a weekly chart. You can see they're in this range here. It is a lower range coming down. We're getting lower lows, lower highs. Except for right here, it kind of matched. So this could be this area here, 55.83. Definitely looks like a support range. In fact, we'll put a line on that there with the price. So it's definitely around support at $57. $57.25 is support for OXI. And other than that, that's about it. AMD 117. This thing's just been going parabolic. Look at that. It's a weekly chart. Let's put it in a daily chart. There's a gap up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Look how it broke right out of that uptrend. Gapped right up. I think that was around the news with NVIDIA shooting up. That was kind of like momentum with them. So I believe it should come back to fill this gap. It should come down to 110, but you never know. But that's my prediction. Other than that, US Steel had a nice move today. Let's see the daily chart. Big gap up. It's in this very low range here. So I kind of like US Steel around here. Other than that, I think that Apple was up 0.5% today, very small, but let's see. Yes, it did break out of that 176 range. And look at that go. So it's going to be, it broke out of that. That's pretty interesting. Let's go to the weekly chart. And it looks like 182.94 is the high, and it's marching along its way. 180.95 it finished today, and that's where we're looking at for the week. So doesn't have much more to go. I think it's going to make it. Look at it, just straight up. This is a weekly chart. Every candle is a week. Look at that, 2 months straight practically. More than that even. A little bit of consolidation around the 150. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And this low spot here was January 1st, 2023. 124.06. That's interesting. See, where was it last October? Oh, actually, it was pretty high. 10.22. 10. Yeah, it went down at the very end of the year. So okay, that was interesting also. All right, so that's about it for this week. And again, hope you had a good week trading, whatnot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. And I will keep you posted for any quick news or any sudden moves happen. Again, keep your eyes on that 10-year yield. We want to see that staying stable. If it starts spiking up, it just shows a lot of fear. All right, thank you for watching.